Nobody's tuning in yet. We got fish on. What's up, everybody? I'm just setting up the live stream, trying to fix me something to eat. Apparently, I'm not the only one hungry. Take a look at how I got him hooked here. Fish in the boat. Skunk's out. Now, for the purpose of the live stream, it looks fantastic, but in reality, I've been out here for a while. Been dealing with this kind of stuff right here. We had a lot of rain last couple of days. A lot of debris coming down the river. Got all tangled up in my other line. Got me a mess. Going on. Nice chunky fish to start the day out with. What do you think about that? What's up, everybody? Hey, Zach and Skip both in time. It's been rough out here today. A lot of current, a lot of debris, wind. I've only been set up here for about 15 minutes or so. I got hungry, so I fired up the grill. I said, I'm going to eat some lunch. But I'm going to turn him loose. Nice, pretty blue cat. Start the day. Go. What's up, everybody? Let's see who we got in the house already. Facebook user. Hello. Give me a second here. Try to circle back. Catfish Cast. What's up, Sean Abney? Skip Stewart. T-Mad. What's going on? Aaron, regulators. Ian Tipman's in the house. War Pig. Dale Hayslip. Survival LT. What's going on? Annette Morgan. Jim, Buckeye Catfishing. What's cracking like him, homie? All right. We'll get this bait back in the water, and then we'll circle back around. Caught on the Kentucky rig, and he made a mess. Holy cow. Holy moly, made a mess. my fault. I had him hooked up, and I was trying to go ahead and I scheduled the live for 10-15 minutes from now, and then the rod went down, so I tried to hurry up and log in the other phone to go live now since I haven't got a fish. So I left him on there, let him play on there for a few minutes while I getting the phone set up. So now I'm paying for it. It's all good. You guys keep an eye on these other rods for me in case they go down. I know how it gets out here when you're by yourself. I've seen enough Skip Stewart videos to see it gets crazy. Can't get crazy. Man, this thing has everything. Yes. Using all fresh shad caught this morning. The shad was extremely difficult to get. That'll be a lot easier to get than what it was. The shad were few and far between this morning, that's for sure. I'm happy with what I got, but it took a while to get it. I earned every piece today. All right, I got it. Not bad. Missing a bait on this one anyway. mark some fish on some structure directly behind me. I'm set up 70 feet directly behind the boat. There's actually a lot of structure down through here, but I've gone down through here and marked different piles of structure I saw, and they had fish on them. So I'm going to kind of bound down through here and see if I can't pick them up. Get myself back together here. I'm trying not to burn my cheddar betters. That's the important part. Luckily, I move around on the boat just enough to, they just roll around. They just roll themselves on the grill and they take care of themselves. It's a lot chillier than I thought it was going to be. And it's a lot windier than I thought it was going to be. Bait was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to come out here today and just whoop up on some fish. Not happening. Got a lot more rain than what I thought we were supposed to get yesterday. Creeks are all pretty flooded. Scioto's flooded in. It's all muddy down there. All the creeks coming in really pretty muddy. Max watching, there's some tail. Couple pieces of tail. That's like a piece of tail. Doing really good on them the other day. Tail. All right. Bait's back in the water. Cheddar betters are still cooking. Oh yeah, they looking good. All right, I can get back to saying hello here. There's Jay Fox Hunter. What's going on? Piece of tail's always good. That's right. Chrissy Brown. Hey, Chrissy, how have you doing? Ricky, someone text him somebody. Jeff Parker. Guessing that rod sounds good. Yeah, well, I'm running out of rods. I got to quit throwing them in the river. I got to quit throwing them in the river. I'm down to an Uncle Lou's rod and a couple big Cat Fever rods over the last year. Awesome flyer in the corner. Yep, I'm just going to leave that up all the way up until the day of the event for Bink and Janice tournament coming up here in Ohio. Great cause, great folks. If you didn't get to see Tuesday night's show, go back and check it out. Good deal what these guys are doing. Dumpster Girls, what's going on, Jessica? How you doing? Let's see if I missed everybody. Hey, Chris and Telly, maybe over at Hooks and Hammocks. What's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Chrissy saying hello to everybody. Just ate a burrito from the Roach Coach. I bet I paid for it in a little while. Yeah. There's Paul Edmiston, birthday boy. He had a birthday, yesterday, the day before. Bobcat was crack-a-lacking, buddy. We got water temp, I think it was 49 still. Let me double check. 49.3 and 49.1 right now. We could probably still try to do a little smell the better chatters. Oh, they're coming right there. Look at this. Oh. They look so lonely out there with only two of them on the grill. Out here by myself. Usually try to fill that thing up, but I got hungry, so I went ahead and threw some more. Martin UK, what's going on, buddy? Freddy's Outdoor Adventures. What's up, guys? I'm out here riding solo today. I just couldn't help myself. I wanted to go fishing, and everything's been so hectic. And kid was home for a few days, home from Georgia. So spent a couple days hanging out with her and doing daddy-daughter stuff. But now, I'm ready to put some slime on the boat and get back in the swing of things. Tim Donna, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Mike Greenwell, what's up, buddy? So the water's coming up. Our river's supposed to come up 10 feet by Saturday, just based on the rain we had the last 2 days. It wasn't a lot of rain, but it was a steady rain, I guess, accumulated. Driving home and listening, got stuff for my new to me boat. I'm out of the loop. You guys have known I ain't been in a whole lot of chats. I've been lucky to make my own show. But things are starting to find their place, and things that get a lot smoother, hopefully, from here out. Get back in the swing of things. Let's see, are you talking about? Mike Costello, what's going on? I didn't catch you earlier. Oh, yeah. Lee Evans gave me his old boat. Oh, okay, I got you. And something how, everybody in the families helps each other out. J-Dog helped out Lee Evans, and now Lee Evans is helping out Freddie, and the wheels on the bus go round and round. My buddy's helping me out a lot. Robert is just snaking the line. Yeah, Freddie, I'm excited to see. If you've been out there kicking butt in just a little John boat. You get a little bit more leg room. Get a trolling motor on that thing, you'd be dangerous. Especially if you could find you something that's got, iPilot or anything like that on that you could control a drift or do some dragging. But even then, drifting with the wind is a lot of guys' preferred method. They don't use the trolling motor at all. They put the boat and put the drift socks out to control their drift, and they let the wind take them. And a lot of people swear that that's the most productive way, especially lake fishing anyway. Oh, yeah. Got the warm Johnsonville better chatters. That's what's up. Hey, Chris, what's going on, buddy? We got one decent blue in the boat so far. Let me know if the wind noise is getting rough, because it's a little windy. I think I have my dead cat in an adapter. I do. So, if you guys need it. If the wind is a little rough, just let me know. I can get this set up on there. Otherwise, I'm gonna take a bite of this and hoping one of these blue cats take a bite of one of these baits I got in the water. Because it's been slow so far. If Zach and Skip's still in here, I went up and checked Turkey Creek out. I was hoping to find some more bait. I got a couple dozen shad, and at the rate things are going, it might be enough. But I pulled up Turkey Creek, and it had some big fish in it. I actually tied off to the bank and tried to fish for them, but the color, a couple of them marked up as should have been catfish. There was a lot of other big fish in there. Carp or gar or something was in there. They were big. Yep, Freddie's driving, so he's having just a blanket hello. Really not that popular. Sticking the line. It's like work itself out. Yep, popped out. I'll end up giving this spot here a few minutes and eat my lunch, and then if that don't work, I'll end up dropping back and setting up on the next waypoint I dropped. Animals Creation, what's going on? Squirrel, Bullets and Barbecue, Mike Urban. We got all the cool kids in the house. Got the wind getting a little rough out here. Not enough people utilize fishing in the creeks. You know how I feel about it. I know I was all up in there. This was a very small creek. You could barely turn your boat sideways in it. Actually, checked out. There's another creek right down the river here called Tigert. That's a pretty good creek too. I marked some fish in it, but from what I could tell, it's known for channel cats. That's exactly what it looked like I was marking. And there was little to no bait to be found in there, which was odd. The marina I used to catch bait out of, they hardly had bait in it. The creek mouths and the creeks themselves, they didn't hardly have bait in them. They will. That's why we're going up 10 feet. A bait, you'll end up going back up in them creeks, but with the water just now starting to pick up and the rain we had yesterday, the bait hadn't really found its way up in there yet. We got Gray's family. What's going on? I need the hog snatcher. What's going on, babe? I'm sitting there with my mouth full. I'm going to assume that wind, if it ain't bad already, it's going to hit me. I'm going to go ahead and hook up my dead cat. Get get that taken care of so it's not so crazy. Not so crazy. Bada bing, bada boom. How's that? Anybody can hear me any better? Hey, Janice is in the house. Yeah, I seen the phone ring, but I had the volume off. The phone kept ringing to other people, so I started ignoring it, and then I realized I ignored your call too. I'm out here fishing. I do have the other phone though, so I could message you. We've got a Wi-Fi hotspot for the house, but our internet's pretty much always been ran on. And I brought it out with me on the boat today and plugged it into the power inverter. Bada bing, bada boom. I got internet on the boat. I can sit out here and run my laptop if I want to. Yeah, the wind's a little chillier than I anticipated. I was going to go out tomorrow, but they're calling for even more wind and colder weather and rain, or a chance of rain. So I thought I'd sneak out today and see if I can't find some fishes. But we're going to need more than one fish to call it a day. You guys keep me on my toes now. Them rods start dancing around back there. I'll be like Skip and have one on for like 5 minutes. I even knew that was going to happen because he told me after the live stream that he had a fish on that was going crazy. And when I watched the replay, I still was yelling at the TV, trying to get going crazy. That rod just going bent over, going nuts back there. I'll finish my better cheddar, and then we're gonna move on back to our next waypoint and see if we can't find some actively feeding fish. The fish I did mark today, we're up in the water column, up off the bottom. And it's not always you're able to tell, but when the marks are like head down, tail up, it's more of a feeding position. And almost all the marks I saw today looked like they were in a feeding position. They sure don't seem to be feeding heavily through here, I'll tell you that. Hey, there's Matt. Want to be outdoors? Randall, what's going on? I'll finish my lunch and then we're gonna bound down and see if we can't find some active fish. Put some more fish in the boat. I had a very slow start this morning. The bait was really hard to get. It took way too long to get bait. The first few areas I went and checked out, just wasn't happy with it. Really set up for a couple minutes each just to see if I thought I could make something happen. The wind's blowing upriver, so when I try to get in some of these small creeks, they have little to no current in them. The wind's trying to blow me up the creek, so it was It's a little testy, but we PB Catfishing. Paul Boyd, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. You can tell the boat's kind of trying to turn a little bit, even though we got good current, but the wind's just pretty stiff. When you got a big DP like this, you know, the sides really catch the wind. And really up through here, it ain't quite as bad. Once I got down around the bend down there in front of Portsmouth, you know, we had some decent little rollers. They weren't nothing catastrophic. It takes a lot for this boat to sweat it. Let's see how far back is it. We got a fish going underneath the boat right now. Come on, fishy, fishy. About 190 feet back is the next tournament. Sunday River's going to 26. Got to work Saturdays. I'll be using frozen skipjack. Gonna give her a heck. Next Saturday, not this Saturday coming, but the following Saturday, we got the Big Fox Cancer Research Tournament. We're gonna try to get out this weekend, Saturday, and do a little bit of scouting and looking around. We don't fish that area very often. I fished it some, but not a lot. And it looks like they're going to cap out at 85 boats. If they don't, they'll be really, really close. So 85 boats, all trying to get it. Yeah, I got swing rods out there, skipper. That's what caught the first one, honestly. I sent a second one out there. I need to recast and send another one swinging. They've all already swept back in and settled down. But I'm going to bound down here, and as soon as I finish eating, we'll get these baits back out, get them swinging some more. Long drive. If someone there that had a boat and needed a partner, he would drive up. Oh, for the Banks tournament. I got you. All right, let's bring these baits in. bit of debris on the lines. It's not terrible yet. It's picking up as the current increases. That's one of the disadvantages of the swing rod. Just kind of throw it out there and let it drift down until it hangs up on something. Sometimes it hangs up on something. So try to shut this off. I'm wanting to go back 190 feet anyway. We'll try to drift on back here and see if we can't get it out. It ain't coming. This is actually a Doc's tip of the week a long time ago. Keep a rubber hose in there, in your boat. Just wrap that around the line there. Just got it out. Got it out. Got my tail. Alright, let's see how I ended up here. I almost come back right where I needed to be. Let's see if I can get straight back out here. Go this way to stay here. spot lock here and see what happens. El Gato, what's going on, buddy? Mark, Catfish and Crappie, Brian B. Welcome, guys. Thanks for stopping in. We're just doing some Kevin, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. Hey. I don't know who these numbers are. We're just set back up here. Looks like we're setting about 70 feet again from the next target. We'll see what happens. Current out there is a little stiff, so it's making it to where it swings back too quickly. 12 on it, slow that swing back. Slow it down a little bit. Windy. I think it's supposed to be this windy today, to be honest. Chilly with that wind now. Chris Rice said, it's raining, mate. Yeah, the wind is blowing up river. Angling in an outdoors. If you're new, thanks for stopping by. consider hitting the thumbs up and the bell notification. Bobcat, until your Johnsonville sponsorship comes through. Thanks, brother. Appreciate the $4.99. Have their people get a hold of my people. The wind is brutal. Is it loud on you guys' end over there? I put the dead cat on there, but the wind is blowing, I mean, straight at the phone. We all know, we've watched videos where the wind noise is just brutal. It doesn't make for very fun viewing. You guys may or may not be able to see back here where the sun's shining. You can see the white caps. Building up pretty good. Up to here in the clouds here, you don't really see it so much, but back here you can really make it out. Basically, what I did is when I put in, you guys all know that my boat's it's had its fair share of problems. It seems to be running good right now. I got a couple things to fix on I got a new shifter linkage and cables and stuff because the ones that came with it have always been kind of janky, but so I decided to run all the way upriver as far as I was willing to go today, wanting to fish, and then just kind of fish my way back. Depending on the bite and the weather, see how long this new spot is worse than the old spot as far as wind. It's only 150 feet away, so it ain't a whole lot different. Wind's just picking up. The thing is, the fish don't have any idea it's windy. In my opinion, the wind is probably the least desirable condition to fish in. Who's that up there? Robert Linton, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. I've got my Slimeburger Catfish Cruise gear on, but it's underneath my hoodie. It's too cold. Take it off. I said like 61 degrees or 60-some degrees today. I thought, man, I'll be down in jeans and a t-shirt here this afternoon. It's possible. It's going to have to warm up quicker than this. Let's see. Billy McKenzie, what's going on? Martin UK, fancy seeing you. Martin UK is always, he's in everybody's stream. He's a good supporter. He's been in the Muskrat crew for a while. We're getting rocked now. I hate the wind. I would rather have a cold, rainy day. Yeah, Kevin, you're right. In my opinion, wind is the least desirable condition. Rain, snow, sleet, hail, don't care. I can handle all that. But you add wind, man, it makes it a rough day. This is hard fishing. It just wears on your patience, I guess. It's frustrating. Nothing wants to work right. But luckily, I got enough current here, though. The wind is, holy smokes. Brandon Enix shows up with a $10 super chat. Bada bing, bada boom, says, listening. Go back to work. I can come back. Wait. I came back to crappie weather. Swerve pig. All right, Brandon. I seen you was down there on a cruise, man. He was having a good time. I think you guys put out of New Orleans, I believe, somewhere down around there. Yeah, I'd like to be doing some crappie fishing as well, to be honest. But Now I live right here on the river pretty much, so you're going to see a lot more of these. You're going to see a lot more of these random live streams. Uh-oh, there you go. That might have been a stick. Might have been a stick. It looked fishy at first, but then it didn't look like natural movements. Let's see. Yep, sunny in the 90s the whole time. Back to Ohio. Weather. This sucks. We've been in the 90s. Buckman, what's going on? Against my better judgment, I'm out here trying to find fish. I marked several fish coming up through this stretch right here. I know there's got to be more than one hungry catfish in here. Says we got big wind half the time here in Texas. It's just part of fishing for us, yeah. Yeah. I guess if you're used to dealing with it, it's not a big a deal. You guys can even see any of that stuff floating down the river. We got debris floating down, big chunks of this, that, and the other. I passed the refrigerator earlier. My dam's about another 10 miles upriver. Thought about running all the way up to it and trying to get on it, but I think I'm going to stick to my original plan and come up to here and then fish my way back to the boat ramp. A lot of good water between here and there. This area right here has been good to Skip. He's a couple of his live streams he's done right in here. You guys may notice that big old, we call it the outhouse. I don't know what it really is. It's actually a water intake for the city. But it looks like an outhouse. We nicknamed it the outhouse. Right about in here, pretty close to in here, is where Skip caught a 65 last year. Some decent fish in here. So I can keep me straight here. Try a small one first. Tip for you guys with the drift socks, or some of you guys that are just starting to get into using drift socks, is you buy a drift sock, it comes with the yellow strap, and the yellow strap is what you pull, and it pulls this end over and tips it over so you can pull your drift sock in easier. The problem is the yellow strap ends right here at the buckle, and the rest of this big old long strap is what goes to your boat. Once you get it out there, you've got to pull 6 to 8 feet of black strap in, pulling the full force of all the water in the drift sock. But you just take a piece of paracord, like I did here. I tied me a yellow piece of paracord. That yellow paracord goes to the top, and instead of stopping there where the yellow strap does, I can get out of it. The yellow strap stops there, but my yellow rope goes all the way back where it ties to the boat. So now I can dump my I can dump my drift sock out as soon as I start pulling on it and not have to pull all that weight. The boat's kind of kicked to that side, so I put the drift sock on that side. It should pull that side around. Trolling motor went from running on 2 to 7. So the drift sock is a little too big. That's why it's important to have different sizes. Everyone asks, what size drift sock should you get? In my opinion, the more the merrier. I like to buy them in 2, so I can put one on each side, each corner of the boat. But as long as you got room for them, I would buy at least 2 different sizes and buy 2 of them. So 4 drift socks total. I know it sounds like a lot, and sounds expensive, but it really isn't. When it can change the way you fish or your effectiveness for the day. Like me, you end up losing about half your drift socks, so you got to keep buying them anyway. The smallest drift sock I got now is a 38-inch drift sock. That's what I had out, so it's got to deal with the sway a little bit. Let's go on here. Just make sure I'm charging and everything's going good. Well, I don't know what happened. Everything came unplugged and shut off. So if I'm still here, somebody drop a thumbs up for me and let me know that I made it back in. If I don't see any thumbs up, then I'll know that, whoops. This says I got a 10-foot Easterland, 3 of the Cabela 78, 2 Lindy 54s, and a 60 Lindy. Use them all in different configurations. Yep, you're Kentucky, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't have, I think the biggest one I've got right now is a 66. But yeah, 90% of the time I'm in the river. I usually run, I got 238s, 246s, 256s, and a 66. Or maybe it's a 72, I'm not sure. But to be honest, I'm missing about half of them because, you know, you forget one's out and you start the motor and you throw one out the back of the boat and it's not the one you had hooked to the boat, so it just drifts away. I do silly stuff. Skip says you're good. Thank you, thank you. What it was, I had that little Wi-Fi box on here and it's so bright out that I couldn't see the buttons. So I thought it had shut off, and so I tried to turn it on, and what I really did was shut it off. Just lost the internet connection. I'd like to know where these fish are. Without the 38-inch drift sock, my trolling motor's running on 2. That's pushing that hard upriver. With the drift sock, it runs on 7. Says, got to run. See you later. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. So, how many folks that are in here now are planning on attending the Big Fox tournament on the 16th? I know I saw some names in chat the other night that said they were going to be there. I would love to be able to meet everyone. So Tommy had mentioned going to the Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh man, the big old tree branch coming. Always good to have one of these push poles on the boat. You never know when you're going to need it. Oh, there's some fish. You guys need to sell me some fish. That big old branch I was looking for is hung up in the motor. That swing rod I threw way out there. my other rod. In the boat. Got him. That's a pretty one. El Gato, $4.99. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. A pretty little blue cat, man. He ain't got a speck of mud on him. Clean as a whistle all the way down. A nice solid fish. We're gonna let him go. There you go. This here's the rig I'm running. All right, so most of you know that I run a quick clip on the end of every one of my main lines down to my rigs. My rig here, I got a 3-way big clip on it. Run a 12-ounce lead from Tidal plates. It's a drag hot in. And I'm running about 24-inch leader on this one here. I'm running a Demon Dragon float on it. And 7/0 Bianchi hook and fresh shad. The shad was tough to get this morning. It ran me late getting started, but as I tell you guys, I often do. I go fishing most of the time. I go fishing with no bait. If I don't catch bait, I don't get fish. That's how important fresh bait is to us. Oh. Send that 12-ouncer back out there in the river, let her hit, and then let her start gradually making its way down. There's 2 fish for the day. We ain't killing it, that's for sure. Not killing it. But we catching fish. I'm out on the river. I'm happy. Pork Chop, what's going on, buddy? Facebook user, somebody give me a thumbs up. Thank you from Facebook World. If you go to the post, it'll allow permission. It'll give Facebook. You'll give Facebook permission for StreamYard to let me see your name. I thought I saw another rod back there moving around. I get jumpy. So I got a big tree branch with all kinds of twigs stuck in my motor. And I'm going to leave it there because if I let it go, it's going to go in my rod, in my lines. So for now, that's the best place for it. I don't know what's going on over here in Portsmouth, but got all kinds of sirens. Lots of them orange rods now. Yeah, I really like the orange rods. I try to say this as straightforward as possible. I like Uncle Lou, and I believe that he's great for the catfish community. He's done a lot of good things. But even if it weren't for him and his reputation, these would still be my favorite rods. For me, it's a personal preference, but I love how fast and the tip is, how sensitive. I can see everything. They've got plenty of backbone. I love a longer handle. So if you maybe can compare the two, I'll aim it down here between a Big Cat Fever. So that's a Big Cat Fever medium heavy and an Uncle Lou's medium heavy. You can see where that reel is positioned up on the rod here, whereas opposed to the Big Cat Fever rods down here. And in my opinion, having this reel this much farther out puts my arms and hands farther out on the rod. It gives me more leverage. If you think about trying to hold something by the very, very end of it, you just don't have the power and leverage you do once you get your hands out there. Uh-oh, over here. Looks like this rod over here just went down. Oh, there it goes. Just missed that fish. Man. Had the rod down. I thought it was on. I only gave it a couple cranks, so hopefully I didn't. So as I was saying, I just like the power and the orange. It just so happens orange is one of my favorite colors, so that was already a bonus. And then Uncle Lee Reed, is the one who sells the rods, which makes it even bigger bonus. And then the handle length and power of the rods, for me, just makes it a done deal. I accidentally lost one in the river last week or the week before, 2 weeks ago. So, and he's got the bumping rods out now too, so I'm getting ready to try to get me a couple more medium heavies. I think he's been out of stock for a while though. Give me a couple more Uncle Lou's rods, a bumping rod, and a contact slide. That way we can do these live streams into the night. I thought about it this evening if I stayed out here long enough to go stay a couple hours into the dark, but I don't have any lights on here that you can see the rods, but you couldn't. If I brought a fish, you couldn't see anything in the boat, which is actually probably a good thing. Well, if I brought a fish in the boat, you wouldn't be able to see it unless I rigged up a flashlight or something weird. I gotta get a compact light and get it set up to where as soon as we start doing these live streams at night, we'll be able to see what's going on. I plan on doing a lot of flathead fishing this season. I've got a couple areas that just loaded with nice flatheads. That looks like rain down there around the corner, doesn't it? Does that look like it's pouring down rain down there? It looks like it. It's either rain or fog. I've got a top that can pop up. It wouldn't take a second, but I was hoping for a big boy come out of here. I just got Uncle Lou bumping rod in this week. If it warms up here, I get to try it. Yeah, I've got to get my hands on one of those. I'm ready to start traveling, doing some bumping. I'm getting back down to Nickajack, see if I can't find me another tank. Go meet up with Bobcat, Daryl. There he is. My lucky Uncle gets her done. Yeah. Yeah, I got to get with him and get mine in the mail before he runs out. Let's see. I've heard nothing but good things about the Uncle Lou rods. I switched from Big Cat Fever after breaking 4 of them at the 6th eye. Had lots of issues with my Whisker Seekers also. Now my Mad Catz it is rain. Here it comes. Hang on. I'm going to put this top up real quick because I got all this equipment out. I don't want it all wet. I hate to put the top up just for a little bit of rain, but I also hate for my phone and power inverters and everything else to get wet. Get sunshine and rain. Love it. Maybe we'll get a rainbow. Get a rainbow bright. Rainbow bright bite. Rainbow bright. All right, that ain't too bad. Take it. Lee Evans, what's going on, buddy? No fish below nickeljack. Yeah, right. Bobcat Roger, I always seem to find a few below nickeljack. That's right. And we didn't do too bad below Chattanooga either. We got pulled, we pulled a couple out of there, 40-ish, 38, 39. I think like every fish for like 2 or 3 days was between 38 and 42, 43 pounds. It was weird. We'll find them. The sun is shining. Just had a dime-sized hail for about 45 seconds. Go figure. No kidding. Yeah, it's sun was shining. You guys saw it. It's still raining. You're not hearing me. There are no fish below nickeljack. No, I'm hearing you. I say buying it. Well, I'm glad I put the top up at least. All the power inverter and phone and all that crap didn't get wet. This weather is crazy. Hey, Joe, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, you ain't kidding. The radar today, the forecast said mostly sunny. Mostly sunny, 61 degrees, light variable winds. It's been mostly cloudy, gale force winds, cold, and rain. Bobcat says he's being stingy. That's all right. You can be stingy to everybody else. You guys share with me when I come down. And me and Zach find time to get down there here soon. We'll both be down there bumping. Hey, there is a Bumping for Big Ones tournament coming up, Zach. That Chad's throwing. I secured a spot in it, but I can add you as long as we're in the same boat, the same stream. I mean, I'm not trying to bribe you or nothing, but I mean, if you really wanted to compete in it, you could take me. I'm going to do something. Update turn on for you. I got to run. Thanks for sharing. Big boy's in there. Skip released him. That's right. Thanks, Kentucky. Yeah, Skip's turned enough big ones loose in here. I should be able to catch one. Skip's been doing pretty good with his channel. He's doing a lot of the real cleaning and upgrade videos, and then he's had some live streams here lately that went really well for him. His last video was the triple threat rig. That's something we use a lot between the three of us. I think I started using it on Hoover just so I could get more baits in the water. And when I make mine, it's, you guys, if you've seen my live streams up there, you know I make mine long. It's like 6-7 foot. So far, everything's staying dry. One of the things I forgot about when I ordered this boat, or ordered the top for this boat, is how deep down it is. So, like, the distance from the gunnel up, you can see, I can put my arm all the way up, and I'm still not touching the top of the bimini top, which is a little too tall. That leaves room for water to come in the sides and front and back and all that. I ordered it for a normal, normal height boat, but my boat is so deep that I'm way down in here. Pouring down rain. What in the world? Bobcat, we're going to have to see about that. I I've got friends in low places. Mostly sunny. Horse crap. Big red stripe on the side. There you go. We have been known to camouflage the boat, Zach. We could just strap a bunch of firewood to the side of it. Zach and I were dragging baits on Wilson one day. I pulled up a heck of a tree. I snagged the tree and pulled it up. We were dragging, I don't know, 8 rods, 10 rods out the back. And so we didn't want to let the tree go because it would just go right back in our lines. So we took them, big clamps, clamped a big old branch to the side of the boat. We looked pretty funny, I was going to assume. Looked like we was trying to duck blind out of the boat in. It's kind of fish, you show them a good time, send them home. That's right. Piercings and portraits, that's all we do. Piercings and portraits. Oh, here comes the hail. What? Guys, look at back there. Look at the hail bouncing off everything. Sleet. Hail. What the hell? Here. The front of the boat's a mess, but look at that. Somehow I messed that up. Sleet, hail, rain. Look at that. This is horse shit. Sorry, my phone mount's a little crazy. And user error, I'm going to assume. Warriors aren't concerned with a little hail. I know it. I'm out here. Patriot James, what's up, buddy? Hey, good show last night, man. I really enjoyed. Half of it I was driving. You and Lyle hanging out last night, man. I love those formats where you guys just kick back. It's just like, hanging out with your buddies on the boat, sharing secrets and stories and ideas. I love that format. Look at that. Just like that. This rain stopped. No sleet, no hail, no rain. And the sun's coming back out. Mother Nature's not happy. I'll leave this stuff out for a while, let it dry. That's why I had all those hatch lids and everything open up front. I left my boat over at Zach's house, and it rained every day since I've dropped it off. I just got over to put a tarp on it and get it all covered up. Everything's wet and soggy and stinky. Get everything opened up. Need a nice hot day to dry everything out. Relaxing frustrations. What's going on? Hell, that means there's ice for the drinks. Yeah. Yeah, there's still ice, little pellets of ice in here. All right, well, the wind kind of calmed down, and the rain and the wind and everything else calmed down. I think I'm going to move again. I'm going to pack up and move back. I got another waypoint picked out back behind me, and it is, let's see, next waypoint is 250 feet. 250 feet straight back. Always look for the positive. Yeah. The boat got washed a little bit. I don't know. I put a lot of mud in here this morning trying to catch bait. I cast net 600 times in the morning. You make a mess. How come you guys didn't tell me I had a fish on? Wait till you see this guy. A flathead. I got a little old flathead. He had a little shad head. Look at that little guy. Woo! I don't care how small they are, man. These things are cool. Ain't it cool? I was pulling it in. I was like, man, I got a bunch of debris on my line or something. It don't feel right. A little flathead down there for who knows how long. He's like a pound. We're going to turn him from a 1 pound fish to a 50-pound fish by letting him go. He gone. He gone. Does that mean we have to stay here? Got another kind of fish? We have to sit here longer. I'm joking. That's a no for me. I'm not sitting here. I'm going to move back a little bit. That's a no. A little flatty in the hail. We got a barge coming up river. May or may not be able to see it. It's pretty far back there still. else any tail today. All right, back this puppy up. Hey, Fisher Fred, what's up, Richard? Takedown catfishing, what's going on? I'm out here trying. It ain't been real easy. It has not been easy today. The weather is not wanting to participate, or not participate, cooperate. The weather will not cooperate with me. I know it looks like it's nice and sunny right now. You can go back like 10 minutes in the live stream. We had sleet and hail coming down. Trying to get set up on some. Happens right here. Fish Brief says, Skip just watched your video on the triple threat rig. I like that. We'll be trying it. Yeah, that's a great idea, Skip. Where'd you come up with that? All right, the sun come out. That helps up things a lot. I'm going to leave the top up just to let it dry out before I fold it all back up, put it away. How many feet back are we? 70. That's current now. Send out this swing rod. Towards the bank. We'll see how long this lasts. Set these up for right now because current's pretty ripping out through here, and I got more debris in this line that I took than I did when I was closer to the bank. So I just put the 4 or 5 lines out for right now. Give it a minute. That one there might be getting hit already. That black one there right here. Keep an eye on it. There's a lot of stuff in the water column too, so it's possible something hitting the line below the surface I'm not seeing. It doubles over, we'll call it a fish. The bobber was my idea, Sandusky Bay. I don't know about that. I think we was using the bobber on Hoover before Sandusky. At least on the end. On the end of it. I didn't start putting the bobber at the top of the Kentucky rig till Sandusky Bay. You know, like a lot of that, we don't have any current. So I wanted to make sure when I threw it out there, it stood up. I had bait in different areas. We all bounce ideas off each other. That's why we're a good team. Oh, big log. Let's see if it clears. You stay out there, you big son of a gun. Uh-oh. It may... what it is, because this wind would be freezing. Skip sounds like another video idea. Yeah. Now you guys can see the barge over there, I think. Maybe. Not pushing much. Chrissy, thank you for sending me the screenshots of the flathead. I appreciate that. Skip's in the outhouse watching you muskrat. Hey, he might be. Sneaking in. Tim Molina, what's going on, buddy? The wind and the waves out here today are a little crazy. Reminds me of a couple of Chris Flores videos. Out in gale force winds. I'll be able to give this just a couple more minutes. Trolling motor's running on 8 and 9. Well, 7, 8, 9. I can keep that up for a little bit, but I don't want to keep that up very long. Victor says, I have been watching you too much. Got some better cheddars for the boat this weekend. Looking forward to lunch more than fish at this point. If you're looking more to lunch, you might have an issue, but I don't think there's anything wrong with watching too much muskrat adventures. And we already ate some of our better cheddars this morning. I brought enough for dinner too if I stay out that late. Facebook user says, "What's up, buddy? Hello and welcome." You could either type your name in there so I know who you are, or allow StreamYard to your permission from Facebook anyway. Facebook has a third-party clause where they won't allow people to see your name unless you agree to it, which is kind of weird, but I guess in some scenario it might be a good thing. Your kids are playing a video game or something, or chatting with somebody, and it shows up their first and last name. That I can understand them not. I wouldn't want them seeing my kids' names. James says, "Everyone hit the thumbs up, please." Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Enjoy hanging out in here. Okay. Oh, 37. Just got 37 people in chat. Shoot, that's good. Indiana Chris, what's going on? Hello to all. I am multitasking right now. Hope everyone is well. Catfishing with Cahoon. What's up, Willie? Long time no see, buddy. There you are. Switch to the 2. Yeah. Yeah, we've got, what we catch, 3 fish Two little chunky blues and a little flathead. It ain't been easy today, I can tell you that. I worked for everything. Bait was hard to get. The wind has been a pain in the butt. We had hail coming in the boat just a little while ago. The river's coming up. We got a lot of trash and debris starting to come filter through the water. The wind's rolling upriver, starting to build some rollers. As you can tell, the boat not sitting real still. It's good hearing from you. We'll let this barge pass by, see if they don't stir a bite up. We don't get something right after the barge passes. I got another barge coming downriver now. We don't pick up anything here in a minute. We're going to move. What's up, Jesse? How you doing, buddy? Trying to get back in the swing of things, man. It's been too long. Been too long. Probably back off and head back over towards the bank a little bit. Cut some of this current down. We don't normally sit right in front of this outhouse over here. That right there. But when I came by earlier, I seen some bait that was stacked up on the back side of it. I didn't really mark any fish. Doesn't mean they're not there. I might set up in front of it here in a minute and maybe between it and the bank, set up on it and see if we can't find us some fish. If you haven't hit, please. Hey, thanks, buddy. Take down. Appreciate that. Where am I at? I am Portsmouth, fishing down on the Ohio River in Portsmouth, Ohio. I'm actually just right up. Well, yeah, I'm upriver from Portsmouth a little ways, between Portsmouth and Wheelersburg, by the Greenup Dam, kind of right between Greenup and Portsmouth. We have to call it home waters now because now I live down here in Portsmouth. So whenever you're ready to come down and do some fishing, let me know. Come down, crash at the house if you want, and take the boat out and hit the river. I'll wait till fishing picks up just a little bit before we go making big plans. About another month or so, things will start turning on. Start catching some skipjack, get some fresh bait. Oh, that reminds me, I got a moon eye this morning throwing the cast net. Tim says going to leave you running. Got some things I need to get done. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate that. What's the water temp? 49. 49. Double check. Make sure. Yep. 49.2. Chilly. Take down, or are you going to do the show Friday night? I gotta get back in the swing of things, catching everybody's shows, whose shows, what days and nights, and all that. And besides the norms, there's a lot of new ones. Barge is passed, no bite was given. I'm going to hop out of this fast current. Scoot back over a little bit. It's funny. The wind is so strong right now that the trolling motor was running on 7, 8, and 9. But because I got this top up and the wind's so strong right now, the trolling motor is running on 3 and 4. So I can actually sit this out just a few minutes. We'll try this spot over here and then it's starting to rain again. The sun's shining in. Weather is crazy out here today. The sun's shining back here. Check out these clouds. chilly. Holy cow. Hey, Lisa Elliott, what's going on? Good afternoon. Thanks for stopping in. Harley Neal, what's going on? I'm out here trying to get it done, buddy. Got a couple fish. Got a decent blues and a little tiny channel cat. What's going on here? The wind's trying to blow us up the river. Let's see. Back to pouring down rain again. Jeez Louise. Can't catch a break out here. Woo. Sandy, what's going on? Well, the sun's shining now. It's rain. Let's try this again. Come right up alongside of this big old wall here. really didn't see what I thought I wanted to see, to be honest. Hey, there's Skip. Hey, Roger DeMint Jr. Well, hello, whoever you are, but it only shows me Facebook user. Unless you put your name in there or let me see your name. I don't know. I accidentally hit the refresh screen instead of just trying to scroll up. Instead, I refreshed the screen. Well, let's grab. Be careful out there. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's rough out here today. I'll tell you that. Where the wind is blowing and the rain, snow, sleet, and hail. Back to heavy rain now. Try to come up with that again. Paula Smith and the boys. Paula, we have got a serious game of phone tag going on, girl. I see you. You keep calling me and I keep calling you. Me and one of us can catch up. Man, this wind. Something. Good day. Stay safe. Jump back. Good luck, Roger. Hey, thanks, Dan. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. This rain and stuff won't last long. It's sunshine back there. It'll be here in a minute. I love this outdoors. What's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Gotta get some lines back in the water. That's what we need to do. Pour down rain. Wind. Let's get together and go fishing. Is that still Paula? Paula and I have had a date to go fishing for like 2 years. Still ain't made it happen. Things moving here. I was checking behind here when I came up through here. I marked a lot of bait behind here. Not so much now. Locate some more fish. think I got it figured out. So I came down through here. I marked a few spots that had some fish in them. I think I found a couple nice fish over here on the side, but they're right in a big pile of rebar that comes off the bank right there. There's some piping that comes off the bank, and they're right up in it. So I'm going to set up on this point right here first. There's an underwater point that comes off this bank right here and comes out and then drops off. I'm going to set right here on the edge of it where I can throw some baits out to the tip of the point, and some baits right behind the point, and then also up on the top of the flat. There's a little hump that comes out. And we'll give this a shot here, and then if I don't pull anything out of here, I'm going to go back there and throw as close as I can and see if I can't pull a fish out of that piping back there. So let's get some baits in the water. crap. I don't know what just happened. Look at the debris. I know what happened. That guy up there just moved that barge. They do load and unload salt up there on the left-hand side, if you can see that far. That barge is coming. They moved it. Look at all this crap that was piled up on this barge. And now it's coming right at me. See what happens. Holy moly, I hope this thing don't hit me. Good Lord, I got lucky. Look at this thing. Look at that log. Yeah, sunk my battleship. Look at that barge plowing through there out there. All right, we got lines back in the water finally. Justice Fishing Fetishes in the house. Martin S.U.K. still in the house. Jeremy, Tournament Cast. What's up, Jeremy? Chris Wright, when the conditions not ideal, that's when I get my best fish. Yeah, you're right. Are you marking any fish? Justin, I've been marking fish. Oh, I got a tree in the line. Yeah, I marked fish down through here. I marked fish earlier too. I'm only catching about one out of every 100 I see. Not feeding real. They're not feeding up very good. So we'll have to wait and see. I marked some good ones back here behind me. They're just back here in that piping, that building there on the bank. Maybe you can't see it. Yeah, see right here where this is? This has piping that comes out into the water. And there's fish stacked in it and around it. We normally avoid it. but also there's a little point that comes out in the water right here, I see. And there was fish on the backside of it and on the tip of it. So I'm kind of out here towards the tip of it. Let's see if we can get somebody to bite. But yeah, the conditions are definitely not favorable. You guys can see the rollers coming in. The wind's blowing upriver. So I don't worry about it too much in this boat. It takes waves really well. You just catch a fish or two. We've got 3 fish so far today, 2 blues and a flathead. And the flathead was like a pound. I didn't even know he was on there. I just happened to reel it in, and there he was. What's your floor made of on your boat? It's all 3/4 inch plywood. 3/4 inch plywood. It's heavy. The boat's heavy. But I built this thing from the floor up. I stripped it clear down to bare metal and built it up. It's 3/4 inch plywood, and it's been painted with I don't know how many coats of paint. It helps seal it, waterproof it. You don't want to put treated lumber on aluminum unless there's a barrier between the aluminum and the lumber. The chemicals in treated lumber will erode aluminum, cause pitting, and eventually holes. I didn't want to do the treated lumber, so I went with regular wood and painted I don't know how many coats of paint on it and seal it up. There was whitecap out there. There's whitecaps out here now. Well, actually, they kind of calmed down a little bit, to be honest. Earlier it was pretty rough. Pretty rough. I'm not sure if we're sitting still here. We ate. The rods looked all funny. It was blowing us upriver. Drift sock out, get it straightened back up, get it sitting still. Wind is still blowing harder than Skip. You didn't miss anything unless you missed the flathead. Then you did miss something. And it's still raining with the sun shining. Got to go. See you on the drive home. See you, buddy. See how much longer I can keep this up. listening on the way home. Do any good? We caught a few. I caught two chunky little blue cats. I don't know. I'd say they're maybe 8 to 10 pounds. I don't know. Yeah, a little flathead, like 1 pound. It's crazy out here today. You put a drift sock out, the trolling motor's running on 10. You don't put a drift sock out and the wind will blow you upriver. Rough. Rough. Chris said, did you launch the Shawnee? I did. I did launch the Shawnee. I was hoping it was full of bait, but I was wrong. Bait was very, very scattered. It was tough. Most of the bait I found was close to the bank. This wind sounds brutal. Yeah, let me know if it gets too rough. It died down just now, so the wind is pretty rough. Has been manageable right now. We need a couple more fish and make it all worth it. We did 2 last Friday and managed to get 3 shad tinks. I did better than that. I probably got 25 pieces. But I generally don't get anything under 3 inches. I throw a 5/8 mesh. I did get a moon eye this morning, which was odd. It's a small one. Not much of one, but it is a moon eye. See the teeth on his tongue? Put him out there for bait here soon. Give this set here a few more minutes. If it don't work, we're going to end up having to go back here and throw in the nasty stuff. What size drift sock do you run on the muskrat? I got several. I got 2 38s, 2 46s, 2 56s, and usually a 66 or a 72 is what I try to keep. Right now I'm down to like 2 38s, 1 46, 1 56. I don't even know if I have my big one in right now. Lose them. I like to keep 6 or 7 drift socks on the boat, honestly, most of the time. Different sizes, you never know what size you're going to need. The right size can make a big difference on just how you do. We got a great bait here in Mississippi. Yeah, moon eyes, from from what I can tell, Moonlight's a good bait no matter where you go. I know in the summertime here, Moonlight's like king. They're a little finicky to catch. I haven't mastered it yet. I've tried to catch them a handful of times, but I plan on getting a lot better at it. Whereas all the skipjack last year, there wasn't any in the Portsmouth area. Chris, I don't have any idea, man. Last year it was very, very few that were being caught. If they came, it's like, normally they all come in at once, and everyone's down there loading up on them, and Facebook's blown up with posts. Last year, I don't think it really happened like that. I think they kind of came in small waves, and it never really blew up like it has. I don't know. I'll go south and get my skipjack if I have to. A bunch of debris coming through the line, so the rods might be dancing for a second. Because I run mono, I really don't worry if I get a stick or a limb in the line. Because I run circle hooks, honestly, I'll just let it go. 9 times out of 10, that stick will ride all the way back, and my bait will lift up over it and fall over the log and drop right back down in the water, and not get hung up. It's not always, it doesn't always happen that way, but it happens quite enough to where I don't really stress out about if a limb gets in my line. When is the best time to get skips? When is the best time to get skips in the south? It's kind of the same up here. It's the end of April. You can get them all year long. It's just sometimes they're better than others. We've got them in the fall. We've got them in the spring. We go to Wheeler Dam is where we like to fish for them the most. We've got a couple of areas or spots that we have confidence in that we generally go to and get what we need and get going. That's what's awesome about fishing down there. We go out in the morning, we go catch our skipjack, we spend about an hour getting bait, then we head out and we go fish all day. And if you ever run out, you just run back up to the dam, catch some more skipjack, and go back out. Fresh. I did struggle with skipjack when I was fishing down around Chickamauga and Nickajack. We was catching them, but we weren't catching them fast enough. It was taking too long. When you're on vacation, you only got so much time to fish. You want to get your bait and then get to fishing. And we was having such a good time bumping that we wanted to get bait. So I think it was an hour and a half drive, 2-hour drive, something like that, to run to Wheeler Dam. That's what we did. We packed up. We ran to Wheeler Dam. We loaded up on skipjack for 2 or 3 days. Came back and then fished. Let's see if this thing's about to dry out. Should take most of dry. It's dry. I'm not sure whether or not I should take it down or not. Roger, I heard you hunting Uncle Lou rods earlier. I won my second Uncle Lou rod the other day. Could be more excited. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I'd like to get another handful of them. I got 5 now. I had 6. I lost one a couple weeks ago. I'd like to have a few more in a bump and run. I've been so busy moving and doing other stuff, and money's been tight. Fishing poles hadn't made it to very high on the list, but they're getting there. They're working their way up right now. I'd leave it up. Yeah, Justin, the way things have been today, it's probably a good call. All right, I'm going to move back, get dangerous. Wheeler Dam, Tennessee River. Yeah, Chris. Oh, where is Wheeler Dam, Tennessee? Yeah, it's on the Tennessee River chain. You got, Chattanooga. And it goes down Chickamauga Dam. Chickamauga goes into Nickajack. And then Nickajack goes into Guntersville. Guntersville goes into Wheeler. Wheeler goes into Wilson. Wilson goes into Pickwick. That's all I know. I know that much. And I fished, I think I pretty much fished all of them in some variation. I fished Wilson the most. Pickwick, I really like Pickwick. It's more like the Ohio River. It's more river-like than lake-like. Wheeler, I've only been on a few parts of Wheeler. So I can't really decide whether I care for it that much or not. I love Wilson. Wilson, the more, it's just like anything else. The more you fish it, the more confidence you get in it, the more you know. I think I know enough about Wilson now to I'd be pretty confident going down there and fishing in a tournament or anything. Somebody say Tennessee. There's Bobcat. We said Chattanooga, and here he came. When I was down there, Bobcat tried to even tell me where to get the bait at. I still failed. I think I ended up, when I was down there, I couldn't find the skipjack. Chickamauga, I ended up catching bluegills and bass or something. And that's what I used for bait. And I was down there bumping with bluegills and bass, and I still ended up catching 2 or 3, right around 40 pounds that one day. Maybe it was 2 separate days. I can't remember. All right, this didn't work the way I wanted it to. The action should have been this fast. I'm going to move back into the nasty stuff. We'll lose some stuff. tree out there is tying my rig together. See what happens here. I go way back down through here. Yeah, I was just throwing baits right here. I'm marking fish. Catfish. Fish are there, they're not cooperating. Some bait in there. I got some cormorants up ahead of me here. Just hanging out here in the water. Is the wind bad on the mic? Hard to hear? I'm guessing the wind noise must be pretty bad. Okay, I get it. I get it. How's that sound? Go ahead, hop off here. We'll shut her down. I'm gonna keep on fishing. If I get in a situation where the wind ain't so bad, or I can start catching fish, I'll pop back on here and share it with y'all. But, thanks everybody for stopping in and hanging out with me for a while. It's been fun. It's been crazy. God, it's starting to rain again. Woo. But we'll see you guys soon. Be careful out there. I mean, I'll be careful out there. You guys do whatever you're doing. There's no place like, hey, it ain't that far now. It ain't like it is before. It's like, man, I drove all the way down here. I'm gonna go back. I'm only 15 minutes away. All right, thanks everybody.